Fortnite Season 3 is officially being tested on internal servers, according to leakers, and with just about a month until it finally reveals, leaks are starting to spill faster than we expected. From the entire Fortnite map being flooded and having a water theme, to rideable sharks as a new vehicle, and even an Aquaman collab, here are all Fortnite Season 3 leaks you need to know about. It's important that we take the next 30 seconds to talk about our source so you know this isn't clickbait. Start the timer. According to a fellow content creator, Tabor Hill, who we linked in the description, back in Season X there was a credible person who leaked a lot of information about Fortnite Chapter 2, the fishing ability, and much more, and he's just gone public with some juicy leaks about Season 3. While some of this stuff is definitely subject to change or might outright be wrong, these are the first real Season 3 leaks we've gotten, and it's shaping up to look legitimate. Take them with a grain of salt, but we did our best to make them as easy to follow and also researched everything to provide evidence where we can. We're covering every new weapon, vehicle, map change, skin, game mode, and more. But first, you're gonna want to hear about the season theme. Since Fortnite's released, we've speculated about pretty much every possible outcome of where they can go with their season themes. All the way back, this concept was created, and it looks like Epic is finally giving us that underwater season theme. This doesn't mean that the entire island is gonna be flooded or that we're all gonna be underwater though, because I mean, that'd probably be a little bit over the top. Although, according to these leaks, Season 3 will be jam-packed with all sorts of new map changes and POIs that are related to water, as well as something that you probably aren't going to be expecting. These new POIs and changes are apparently going to include places that are just surrounded by water, with some places being underwater entirely. Remember the Travis Scott event and the part where you were underwater swimming? Yeah, turns out that was actually just one big test for this next season. It's obvious that if Epic made animations like that, it more than likely means they're working on more water-related things. I talked about that in our video from the other day. It would be amazing to see what kind of different water-related POIs we're gonna get. I mean, maybe we'll get like a lost underwater city like Atlantis, or maybe they'll take inspiration from something like BioShock. Either way, you gotta admit, it's gonna be different. On the topic of crossovers, the theme obviously extends to the Battle Pass and the goodies that come with it. We'll get to the exact details of different Battle Pass skins, but here's where things get crazy. Epic allegedly is gonna add Aquaman into the Battle Pass next season as a part of their crossover with DC. Seems only fair considering Marvel did their part with Deadpool in Season 2, so Aquaman should have to step up to the plate and join us for battle in Season 3 if the leak is to be believed. Deadpool did have an awesome crossover in Season 2, and with Aquaman being one of the most successful DC movies that's somewhat family friendly, I mean, obviously they're not gonna add Joker, he's not the best match for Fortnite. It makes sense. Plus, we've done Batman, Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, all that, so they do have a working relationship with DC. Here's the thing, that's only the tip of the iceberg. It's time we cover every new weapon. Weapons and items seem to be something that everyone wants, but we don't get enough of anymore. It used to be that we get a new item every single week on update day, but ever since Chapter 2 came out, Fortnite's tried to slow everything down. Worry not though, because we'll be getting the unreleased shotgun that you've been hearing about from our last few videos. In multiple rooms belonging to the agency members, you can spot an unfamiliar shotgun on the wall, and this weapon has not appeared in Battle Royale before. It is available in Save the World, but why exactly is it here on the walls of the agency? Not to mention the fact that an unreleased shotgun codenamed the Charged Shotgun has been found in the actual game files, so we assume we get this shotgun in Season 2. I do want to clarify this wasn't part of the Tabor Hill leak, but it is in the files and I really didn't want to leave it out. Fire is also finally going to spread to the world of Fortnite. Let me explain it because it's really confusing. Remember the whole physics engine being released and it made something like the Travis Scott event possible? Well, thanks to that, environmental fire damage is also coming to Fortnite in Season 3. This means you'll see actual fire that can spread and damage builds and houses. Like, you know how if you set fire to a build in Minecraft, it kind of spreads until there's barely anything left? We're assuming that's how it'll work in Season 3, but it could be that the damage is low and it only really damages players. I guess we'll have to wait and find out when it supposedly arrives in Season 3. What's even more interesting is that the source is saying that we're getting a flare gun coming in the new update. Now this is interesting because the flare gun was actually teased all the way back in June of 2019, almost a year ago at this point. If you don't remember, there's a short film that was played during the Fortnite World Cup. It involves a stranded Jonesy firing a flare gun into the sky when suddenly it all goes wrong. So it appears that this flare gun is what we're going to be seeing in Season 3. How it'll work, we have yet to find out. I mean, it could be something that we use to set things on fire, or maybe it could be a way for us to spot a ton of enemies in the area, maybe call in supply drops, who knows. But weapons aren't the only exciting part of a new season. It's all good having a ton of map changes and items, but how are we going to get around the map if it's mostly covered in water? That's where you'll be interested to learn all about new vehicles. So there's going to be a ton of new fun ways to get around the map in Season 3, and this leak tells us that the new vehicle is probably going to be one of the wackiest we've had in Fortnite to date. Remember this old loading screen where the shark with the laser on its head is attacking the scuba divers? It seems that we're going to be getting some kind of, I'm not joking, rideable sharks in Fortnite. I know, right? I'm just as confused as you are. But these rideable sharks are going to be a brand new vehicles that are going to let us traverse the map in style. Combined with boats and the choppa, it seems like mobility won't be an issue in Season 3. We might even be able to have shark races, but I'll touch on that in a minute. The leak also mentions the fact that quad crashers are going to return, or at least a new upgraded version of them. With the races we just hinted at, quad crashers and boats seem to be some of the vehicles that we're going to be competing with. But what races are we talking about? Well, let's get into every map change. So the leak talks about map changes, not specifically like POIs are coming and going, so you're not going to get every single map change in this video, but instead some brand new innovative features coming to the map. First off, it seems like the agency is going to be sticking around longer than just for Season 2, but maybe a bit differently than you'd expect. In Season 3, the agency will be completely taken over by Shadow or Alter. We're getting hints of that happening right now with Chaos Agent returning and a new leader of Shadow appearing, but we're saving that for a storyline video dropping this weekend. Also, on the Season 3 island, we'll be getting blue telephone booths. They're kind of similar to the disguise ones you know right now, but these blue phone booths will allow you to jump in them and literally change your skin mid-match. No more jumping into a match and having the wrong outfit on. You'll actually be able to change it mid-game. Although we don't know if these will be in every playlist or just 1 or 2. I mean, it'll definitely be confusing though if you're fighting like a soccer skin or something and then suddenly they go around a corner and boom, now he's a skull trooper. I gotta say, I bet Ninja's really happy about this one because, you know, stream snipers and all. But I saved the best for the end because the biggest map change of all is on the way. These blue phone booths will be found at a brand new place called the Plaza. I'm assuming it's gonna be like a new fun POI, kind of like what the Block tried to be. However, this will be a giant plaza that will have challenges, mini games, and even racing. The leak mentions skydiving and parkour challenges, so if this plaza is inside of default playlists, that'll be super interesting to put it lightly. Maybe it'll be kind of like its own lobby, like the creative hub or something, but I'm not here to speculate. Let's quickly run through all new skins. Players absolutely love whenever Epic releases skins with alternate styles, and during Season 2, they released the first ever fully customizable skin. This was a major hit with players because Epic has decided to continue doing this in Season 3. However, with a twist. A fully customizable glider is coming to Fortnite that you can personalize just like the Maya skin from this season. For the first time ever, you'll be able to have a one-of-a-kind glider, which sounds awesome. Earlier we mentioned that Aquaman will also be a part of the Battle Pass for a DC crossover, but that's only a tiny taste of the amazing skins coming with this season. A female Black Knight skin has been leaked. That's right, after all this time, we're finally getting the female version of the extremely rare Season 1 skin. Fans have been asking for a female version of Black Knight since Season 1, and it looks like that's on the agenda. If you're a fan of our storyline videos, then I'm sure you know exactly who the engineer is. We pinned her as an accomplice to Midas, who's helping build the Doomsday device for him. Previous leaks have shown nothing about her being added as a skin to the game, but we finally recently got confirmation that she will indeed be featured inside of the Battle Pass, which is really exciting. There are a couple more skins that have been leaked, but we're not sure if they'll be a part of the Battle Pass since they're closer to alternate styles instead of brand new skins. The first is a new pinkish style for the Dark Vanguard skin. The Dark Vanguard is the female version of the Dark Voyager, so we're not sure if this will be a whole new skin or just a new style. The other skin is a robot, but with Meowscles' head on it. This is actually super interesting though, because we're not sure if this is some kind of crazy new skin that relates to the story or if it's just like a goofy style for fun. I don't know, I'm thinking it's gonna be kind of relatable to the Peely robot machine. You guys remember this one? And here's everything else you probably want to know. So if I haven't impressed you with everything so far, I left a lot of insane stuff for last. First up, we have a leaked fishing book that'll be coming with the underwater theme in Season 3. Not exactly sure what this book is for, but maybe they're gonna add different types of fish as a challenge, so that players will have to find them all around the map. Another theory is that they'll add more fish with different abilities, like a slurp juice fish, or maybe even a golden chug jug fish. Another weird leak is that fireflies are going to be added to the map with Season 3, but we have no clue as to why. Will these fireflies act as some sort of healing consumable like mushrooms and apples, or will this have something to do with the environmental fire damage that's being added to the game? If you watched our Chapter 2 Secrets video, then you might have heard that an infected type game mode is coming to Fortnite called ARSENIC. or could also be Arsenic, I don't know. It doesn't matter. In this mode, you play as a survivor who takes out zombies, which are like enemy players, and if you get eliminated, you then become a zombie on the opposing team as well. This leaked LTM is set to feature new abilities like a double jump, higher pickaxe damage, and an updated map completely engulfed in fog. With this eerie setting and the addition of all these new features, it might just be one of the best LTMs to date. But hey, thank you very much for watching, bruv. Appreciate you hearing me wabble on. Obviously, it's been Chommy. Keep it here. Top 5 Gaming.